Hi everyone, it is Wednesday, March 4th, 9:20 at night, Nitrous here. March 4th, one of the only dates where it is also a sentence. You know, you March 4th. That's what I get for saying that. Anyways, I know I said tonight's stream was canceled, but I am here anyways. Unfortunately for all of you, I am going to be your problem. I'm gonna make it everyone else's problem that I am awake and alert and ready to stream at this time. Let's see, let's get my free gift. Resident Evil bundle. Do I really want it? I don't think I want it. Hi Anthony, thank you for being here. Ignore the fact that I may have allergies right now. I think I'm good. I'll just go ahead and... No, 2v8 is over! Whoops. I lied. There's also no 2v8. I didn't know that the last day was, yesterday. That's crazy. On Blood Moon Day. I lied. I lied again. There is no 2v8 tonight. Okay, just putting that on the chat so I can pin this. Okay. I'm just lying non-stop tonight. That ended pretty fast. Yeah, it did. For like, what, 2 weeks or so? It's like, come on, Resident Evil Requiem came out. You know, you can't expect people to be playing Dead by Daylight when Resident Evil 9 came out, so... whatever. We will play 5 games, starting with Leon and Anthony, since I guess you're the only one here. You can pick who else I play as. Also, I'm trying to brainstorm Resident Evil tattoos, so if anyone wants to toss out any ideas... Okay, I'm playing as Rebecca next. Hi, Kat! Welcome! I've just been lying all night, because my first lie was that tonight's stream was cancelled, but then I'm here because I'm awake and alert, and I might as well stream and make it everyone else's problem. I feel like I should be Steve, just because Nancy and Robin are here, or I can stand my ground as... Oh... Well, I mean, oh my gosh. Well, I guess we're starting off with Steve, I guess. You know what, maybe I'll be Jonathan. Maybe I'll be Jonathan. Okay, so we got Nancy, Steve, and Jonathan. Oh my gosh. I can't.
Still alive, Robin?
I was supposed to be Leon, but I had to fit in with the squad. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I can't change my name when I'm in a lobby. Like, I have to be, like, in my character loadout screen. And yeah. Or I mean, I think I can change it through Steam itself, but then I don't think it'll register or change on the spot. But whatever. I'm committing to the bit. Oh right. I was about to ask why Anthony said, how about Leon's badge or just his hair? Why the fuck would I have Leon's hair tattooed on me? I mean, it is an iconic hairstyle.
I need a plan.
I hate how they're talking now. I liked it better when they were quiet. Nancy, hi, let's break up. Okay, yeah. In character by Nancy. I wanted to start off as Leon, but then, I had to commit to the— oh, hey, Nancy. I had to commit to the bit. I missed 2v8 already. I didn't have enough time to enjoy that, because I was playing Requiem, so... yeah. I mean, I think I did play it for my Monday and Wednesday streams last week, so... Anthony says, get a tattoo that just says Resident Evil. No thank you. I don't want the word evil tattooed on me, no offense. No way am I screaming. No way. I hate how they updated the Stranger Things characters' screams and stuff after season 5. Like, it was good. It was good before. Like, why change it now? They just sound weird. Okay. Kat says, you're just spouting anything that comes to mind. I don't know if you're talking about me or Anthony, but yes, I agree. Because, like, the reason I want a Resident Evil tattoo is because, you know, it's my last year working at the high school office. And Resident Evil has been present throughout my entire time working there. You know, so I just figured it's significant, and it marks an end of an era for me. Kat says, we all know I'm talking about Anthony. Yeah, yes, but I'm also streaming, and I also, as a streamer, just say whatever comes to mind. Especially since I've been officially diagnosed with ADHD last summer, I'm trying to see it as a positive thing. Like, I never viewed it as a negative thing, and maybe that's just because my therapist told me, like, I'm meant to be multitasking, and it's like the fact that, like, I'm meant to be, or to have this very great skill, you know, and yeah. And also I can change subjects, like, really quickly, so that too. Get Steve, not me. Get Steve, not me. Get Steve. Yeah, get him, and I'll get Nancy. This is so Jonathan of me. I hate how we're screaming. Anthony says, how about a tattoo that says, I hope I don't have to write a report on this? I hope I don't have to get a tattoo about this. Yeah, I feel like it does have to be Resident Evil 2 related. Just because that game really sparked, was really the beginning of everything. The thing is, like, a popular Resident Evil tattoo I've been seeing is, you know, the classic Resident Evil 4 Leon. The thing is, I don't want to have a gun tattooed on me. I'm fine with knives, so if anything, I might just find an image of Leon with a knife, but not Leon with a gun. Because I'm more of a knife person than a gun person, honestly. Hey, Robin. I feel like Nancy's about to go down. Anthony says he should get a tattoo of that buff Leon gif. Yeah, sure, man. Just know that it's permanent. Why don't you get a tattoo of Chris punching a boulder? I feel like that's more accurate for you. Why did he chase Steve and not me? Is it because I'm a pussy? Now, Steve. Well... Well, he didn't want Steve, he wanted Jonathan, so... Into the basement I go, I guess. I feel like I should replay the entire Resident Evil 2 game, at least Leon's campaign, just for tattoo ideas. But also at the same time, I feel like playing that game is painful now after playing Requiem. It's like just, you know, going back to the beginning, seeing young Golden Retriever puppy Leon. And he says, oh yeah, the CGI Resident Evil movies are on Tubi now, that's cool. Oh yeah, that is cool. Maybe I can start streaming them for my movie nights. Part of me wants to replay Requiem again. I'll try to speedrun it. Now that I, know how to do it. I feel like the most difficult parts will be, like, I think before reaching the police station, you know, that whole Resident Evil part, or the whole Raccoon City part where you're, you know, exploring the buildings, just because that part dragged on so long. And there was a lot of back and forth. And wow, no one is literally, everyone hates Jonathan. Everyone just hates Jonathan. Well, I wanted to get out of this game anyways, so... Everyone hates Jonathan, I get it. Anthony says I was stuck in the hospital for 3 hours as Grace, and my playtime is at 9.
Seriously.
I'm gonna go back as Leon. I'm gonna stand my ground this time. And since we were talking about Resident Evil 2, Leon, I'll go back to this boy. I don't like if it's saying a 9-hour playtime on PS5, I think it counts the cutscenes. Because keep in mind, cutscenes take up 4 hours of the gameplay. Because I think, like, you know, it took me 3.5 hours on Friday when it first came out. And then it was a 5-hour stream on Saturday, so that was like a total of 8.5. And then I had another 3.5 stream on Sunday, and that's when I finished it. So it was almost 12 hours, like 11.5, 12 hours total, like, of streaming it. But then, you know, my end results told me, like, just short of 8 hours total, I think. So, you know, don't count the cutscenes. The cutscenes are pretty long. Not that I'm complaining, I love the cutscenes. I know my first impression of Requiem, like, upon finishing it, I was like, oh yeah, 9 out of 10, it's so impressive. Like, I can look at something objectively, even if it's not my favorite. Like, for example, 7 and 8. Resident Evil 7 and 8 are not really my favorite games of the franchise, but objectively, I can appreciate that they are good horror games. They were really good horror games. I would not want to willingly play those again, though. Like, I can acknowledge that Ethan is a good protagonist, but he is not my favorite. Like, I would choose Leon over him, and I would choose Jake over Ethan. I enjoyed Resident Evil 6 a lot more than 7 and 8. Like, sue me. I don't care. I know 6 is considered the worst of the franchise, but, like, I would replay 6 more than I would replay 7 or 8. So, yeah. And I'll stand by that. I forgot the word. I'll stand by that opinion. And I need to fix my other monitor. It's glitching all over the place. I think a wire is loose, but I can't do that now. I'm like streaming. Anthony says Resident Evil 9 just needed more legacy characters. Yeah, especially since everything just seemed to start in Raccoon City. Like, why is it just Leon and Sherry that are like affected? You know, like where's Jill, Carlos, Chris, Claire, Ada? Wow, that was so Leon of me. Oh. Well, never mind. That was still very Leon of me. Anthony says everyone hates poor Ethan. Poor boy. I mean, like, they introduced Ethan. A lot of people loved him. And then after 2 games, they killed him. Because he was getting too powerful. And he was no longer a scared protagonist. So... Ethan has high aura. Yeah, Ethan became so powerful in Resident Evil that they had to kill him. Oh, that's cheap. This is game number 2, by the way. I'm only gonna play 5 games. I was really hoping for 2v8, but that's not happening. Yo, you coward, you're gonna go down anyways. You might as well go down saving me. Okay, let the Leon sounds serenade you all. Anthony's asking would I rather hang out with Ashley or Grace? Which Ashley? The original or the remake? The remake. Honestly, this may come as a surprise. Remake Ashley. I would pick Remake Ashley over Grace. Isn't that crazy and surprising? Yeah, come here. Follow me to this boat. Follow me to this boat. So someone can save the person on the hook. Damn, you hate Ashley too. Yeah, yeah, but, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, and if I had to choose who to, you know, hang out with, I would actually pick Ashley over Grace. What the fuck? You guys saw that too, right? Hopefully that was a glitch, because if he came out of nowhere, I was gonna be so mad. So we explode the gen and then there's confetti. Alright. I hate whoever led him to me. To be fair, maybe it's just the original Ashley that I hate, because she was annoying, and they improved her character a lot in the remake. I'm gonna lead him to the boat because he should not be following me here. There's nothing for him up here. No way. Where's my last teammate? Okay, they finally fixed tenacity and unbreakable, so I can do both at the same time. Wow, Cheryl really isn't doing anything. At least I get to see this guy's aura. Hey, heal me. Cheryl's really just gonna hide around. Broken key. Not gonna do anything. Please, please guys, let this game be over. I want to move on to game number 3. Good, get Cheryl. She's been useless. Anthony says they should make Wesker a survivor. He's literally a killer! He's already a killer! They should make Jake a survivor. I need Jake and Sherry. They can add Sheva and Rebecca. You know, like not even the most popular Resident Evil games, especially like the ones they haven't remade. They can definitely add Jake and Sherry. Shit. What a sweaty ass. He wants to Mori me, huh? And yeah, they need Louise too. And if they add Louise, they have to add Ashley. Because if they're going to add Dustin and Elle, you know, like, no. What if I don't wiggle? What if I don't wiggle? Nah, he's gonna kill me too. I thought he was gonna Mori me if he was gonna act like that. I'm gonna make him feel bad. Didn't Mori my head. Lame. Because yeah, they're gonna add Stranger Things characters, you know? Oh wait, Anthony wanted me to play as Rebecca. Whoops. Let me turn on. There we go. As I was saying, if they're going to add Dustin and Elle, you know eventually they're gonna add Mike and... what's the other one? I'm forgetting everyone already. Hold on, chat. I'm not dumb. What's his name? Lucas? This is how much Stranger Things doesn't matter to me anymore. After that fucking ass ending. Right. So they have Dustin and Elle already. And so you know they're going to add Mike and Lucas and Max. Probably Hopper as well, because why not? But yeah, they can add all those Stranger Things characters. They can definitely add all the Resident Evil characters. So bring in Jake and Sherry, honestly. Anthony says maybe Wesker will be the killer of this game. That'd be so funny, especially if I'm playing as Rebecca. Also, this is game number 3. Game number 2 just dragged on too long. And he says people love Stranger Things in the moment, but forget about it afterwards. Because the concept of it started out good. Like, when it first, season 1, when it first came out, like, that was peak. Season 1 was so carefully written and crafted, and there was so much attention to detail. But then, and then it just started turning into, like, I don't know, just empty junk food. And, because, like, Stranger Things 1, it's like consequences mattered. And you couldn't trust anyone, you couldn't trust your actions. Like, season 1, like, 10 out of 10. I can rewatch that and be amazed every time. But then it's like season 4, for example, I can't rewatch that. Because, like, why did Vecna reveal everything to Nancy? Like, he's like, tell 11. And then in volume 2, he told 11 anyways. Like, Nancy and 11 barely, like, they don't even interact. And I don't know. Season 3 was fun, but it didn't feel like a Stranger Things. Like, compare the vibes of season 3 compared to season 1. But whatever, it's over with now. I was really hoping for that secret ninth episode because that made a lot of sense. Like, why point out all these attention to details if you're not going to follow through with it? Because then it's just cheap. And it's not a plot point, it's just convenient for the writers. Nancy, get the fuck away from me. But yeah, it's because it didn't end well. It felt like a very cheap and neat and clean ending, and that's why people forgot about it. Like, they defeated the Mind Flayer in the first hour, and when there was 1 hour left, I was still expecting something to happen, because everything seemed so perfect. And I was like, okay, something's gonna come up last minute because it can't end like this. And it ended like that. So. And that's what Nancy gets. Oh my gosh, these people. Yeah, that's right. Get stunned. Get blinded. These people are idiots. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna let Chucky kill you first. Okay, Chucky deserves to get me next. No way, that didn't even touch me. He just barely made it. At least she got the gen done. At least she's not that stupid, I don't think. Okay. No, well, she got the gen done. Can't be too mad. Wow, what a tunneler. Well, I do measure a killer's intelligence by leading them to a finished gen and seeing if they'll follow me there. At least we got 2 gens done. That's not super horrible, but it also could be better. Get blinded. Kick the gen. Yeah, that's right. No fucking way. And Chucky's so annoying. And toxic. Let's roast him. Anthony says Chucky's coming back to Horror Nights, maybe. I'm so fucking tired of Chucky. I see him enough in Dead by Daylight. I would rather not. Also, Anthony, who am I playing as next? Or anyone. Anyone in general. Just say a character or a cosmetic. I'm dead inside. I play as Jonathan, then Leon, then Rebecca. Okay, now Anthony wants Jill. I might get Bite the Bullet tattooed. I don't personally use the perk in any of my builds, but first of all, it's a pretty vague face of Leon, so you don't get his full face, but you can tell that's Leon. And the concept of the perk is, well, first the description says, pain hurts you as much as anyone, but you prefer others don't know that. When healing, you and the survivor you're healing make no noise, including grunts of pain. There is no noise notification on failed to healing skill checks, and healing regresses by only 1%. Then there's the Leon S. Kennedy quote, I can do this, which anyone can say. That's not really a memorable Leon quote. But I actually have a keychain of that on my keys that I bring to work. Bite the bullet, you know, just like, you know, just get through the day. Just get through the day, even if it hurts, just complain less and work more, pretty much. And I feel like, you know, Bite the Bullet would be, because first of all, it is Dead by Daylight, and it's a vague, this one here, and it's a vague, impression of Leon. So maybe I'll get that tattooed somewhere, along with the RPD map. RPD map, like, see, because like I wouldn't have gone into Resident Evil if not for Dead by Daylight. So I feel like combining the two, you know, Dead by Daylight and Resident Evil, I think that's appropriate for me. I'll still brainstorm it though. I'm not planning to get it till May or something. Also, Anthony says, I'm gonna watch Death Island tonight. I miss Jill. I miss Ada. I might replay. I don't know whether to replay 2 or 4 this Friday, or if I should just go ahead and try to speedrun Requiem. Also, I'm taking an allergy pill. I don't know what's killing me, but something is killing me, and which means I'm gonna knock out in probably an hour. This is game number 4. And someone give me the character for the last game I'll play. For match number 5. Any character, any cosmetic. Jill and the Mad Hatters. And Carlos. Okay, we'll be playing as... We're going to end the night with Carlos. Oh, Trapper? That's a classic. Who plays as Trapper nowadays? I'm gonna work on this gen, the very center of the map. This is like one of the most difficult gens to get done. Out in the open, huh? Oh, okay, we're gonna end up 3-genning ourselves. We work on this gen. Okay, someone has to save her. Never mind, it's not gonna be me. Oh my gosh, I almost stepped on that. Hey chat, on Friday, what if I play Requiem from first person? Because when I first streamed it, I played it all in third person mode. So what if I go back and played it in first person? Like all in one night. And I say one night because I know what to do. So hopefully it'll take me just a little less than 8 hours. Maybe 6 hours. Oh my gosh. Never mind, that's someone else. I'm just asking what time you thinking of playing. I don't know. Probably 7? 9? Just playing Resident Evil 9 at 9 o'clock? I take a date to see Scream 7, I'm not sure. No worries, man. You already know how to play the game. You're an expert on Resident Evil 9 now, thanks to me. Oh, people. People, I'm trying to get work done, and here you are all, like, dropping like flies. Where is he? Where's the bear? Oh, okay. My teammates aren't useless after all. Laura Croft is sacrificing herself. Oh my gosh, you people. Open the gate. Ooh. If he has Blood Warden, I fucking swear. A Noed Trapper in the, like, a Noed Trapper, someone in the basement. I'm not dealing with that. I'm sorry. I am curious to see if they pull this off, though. Okay, so there's no Ed. Because you don't want to mess with, you know, a trapper victim in the basement. Like, that's just asking for trouble. They're not going to make it out in time. I'm curious, though. Anthony says we got Jill. No, with me, you don't got Jill. I noped right out of there. I had the right idea of cleansing totems, but, This Mad Hatter is frustrating to watch. He's guarding either the exit or the survivor, and these people are wasting their time. They don't know how to time things. What are these people doing? What are they doing, honestly? Like, get the fuck out. He's distracted. Go for the exit. Watch this Lara Croft get stuck in a trap anyways. The totem is right there. Let's see if she actually finds the hatch. She's probably a new player. These people stress me out. Yo! She actually made it. She actually crawled out. That's crazy. This was stressful to watch. This is why I'm the superior Dead by Daylight player with 2,600 hours, but I'm nowhere near an expert. Okay, we're gonna end the night as Carlos. Let's see. You know what? I'm not gonna waste it on RPD. Not if I'm not Leon. If I can get a map offering, sure. Nope. The blood web told me to go fuck myself. We don't got Jill. I noped right out of there. I'm glad they escaped though, because Laura was stressing me out, but... Okay, this will be my last game. Sorry, my brother just sent me a fuck ton of Resident Evil 9 reels, and I'm like, he's like, is this what the game is like? And I'm like, yes, it is. Last game, chat. I mean, I know I was supposed to cancel tonight's stream, but I honestly don't know what else to do with my time right now. And also, I'm still, like, decompressing and processing whatever happened in Requiem. It wasn't scary. The nostalgia factor killed me, you know, just, like, going to a place where, you know, everything started, and a place that carries a bunch of trauma and memories. And yeah. Anthony, if you could pick one new emote to replace Claire on my Twitch channel, who would you pick? Chris? Grace? Grace, or Luis? Also, that was embarrassing how the Wraith, like, swung at me and then missed. Laura Croft, get the fuck away from that area, and I can finish the gen. So Anthony would replace Claire with her brother, Chris. Yeah, can we clear out of this area, please? I need these people to stay the fuck away from the shack. Oh my gosh, you people aren't smart. Lead him away so I can distract him. Or you guys distract him and I can finish the gen. But no, we're all going to be stubborn here. We'll work on a new gen, fuck it. Okay, Anthony, what kind of Chris emote do you want? Pingu Kim has like a pre-made pack of it on Etsy. But then if there's a specific one you want, I can request it. I'm not paying for the pack though. Finish the gen! Finish the gen! Yes! Yes! Someone who's smart and competent. Okay, so one is actually being chased and one is running around like a headless chicken. My teammates sabotage me. And he says he'll check out the Chris designs, but something fun and cozy. When is Chris ever considered fun and cozy? Do you want an animated emote of him punching a fucking boulder? Okay, there might be a totem around here. And he says maybe Chris winking or something. No, Chris doesn't wink. Or him flexing. Okay, that sounds more in character. Well, thanks for the warning. I should have known. I should have known. At least Adam and Laura are working on another gen while this wraith is being a butt. Anthony's asking, who's more depressed do you think, Leon or Chris? Probably Leon. Because Leon's like, is also looking for a relationship. Chris isn't. And Leon is failing in that aspect. I don't think Chris cares. Leon is married, so I say he's happier. I guess so. Well, yeah, right, he is. Depends if it's Ada or not. Because I feel like he's gonna be yearning for Ada for the rest of his life. That's just my personal opinion. I really hope it's Ada, and I really hope we see Ada in the DLC. I'm getting everyone's totem except mine. Oh, there was one all the way over there. I'm so stupid. Actually, I want my medkit back. Laura, come on. What a loser. I mean, this Wraith did try. He tried. You tried, Wraith. GG's. Pat pat. Even though you were kind of low-key, kind of sweaty, but that didn't get you anywhere. Okay. Well, this was a nice way to de-stress. But, yeah, to, you know, just talk about my tattoo ideas. Just let me ramble, right? Here. I'll go here. So I can, like, consider my options. And y'all can help me, or by y'all, I mean, I don't know who's here still. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is good enough. No. Okay. Okay, chat. Okay. We're going to get through this together. So, I am trying to brainstorm a Resident Evil tattoo. Let me just get my thoughts out. Let me brainstorm. I have like 2 months to do this because I want to get this in May. Because I have a personal tradition of getting a tattoo on my late dog's birthday, PETA. His birthday's May 10, and I always get a tattoo on that day. I've been doing that for 3 years now. You know, he passed in 2022. 2026, so this would be year number 4 of me doing that. So, for Resident Evil, right, I want to get a Resident Evil tattoo because it is my last year working at this job. I first played the Resident Evil 2 remake in 2021. It was like November 2021 because that was when the Stranger Things DLC in Dead by Daylight went away. And like that summer, that was when they introduced Resident Evil. So I got into Resident Evil because of Dead by Daylight. And playing Resident Evil 2 remake has just helped me. It helped me, like, let me try to word this. It helped me with my work anxiety, especially, you know, working in a new place and trying to enforce these policies and having like parents yell at you and for doing your job and just expecting you to know these things. But then maybe they yell at me because they know I don't know what I'm talking about. And also I was much younger back then. Then now I've learned that this is my last year working here because district-wide my job position is being eliminated. So I will not be working here next year, whether I want to or not. And at the same time, Resident Evil 9 Requiem came out. So like just these things falling into place. I know Resident Evil 2 remake came out in 2019, which is the year that I graduated college. So, you know, Resident Evil and my milestones, my life milestones just seem to coincide, which is why I think it's fitting that I get a Resident Evil tattoo at the end of this school year. And I'm just trying to brainstorm what exactly that I want. Because first of all, I'm iffy about having faces tattooed on me just because, you know, the body twists and turns and it warps the face. So really it depends. And I just don't like having faces tattooed on me in general. Like not like specific, like realistic, explicit faces. I know my girls, if you know my Ghost Girl tattoo, I mean, it's a cartoonish face, you know, it's not anyone in particular. Whereas Leon, even though he's a video game character, he does have a face model, and, you know, that's just my personal thing. Which is why, first, I have considered the Bite the Bullet Dead by Daylight perk. This is not, I don't use this in any of my builds. It's a perk that if you're healing up, you're quiet. You know, like, if you're injured, you make these grunts of pains, like the Leon sounds, right? But with Bite the Bullet, whoever has it equipped, if you're healing someone, you and the other person just quiet down. Like, you don't make any noise, which allows you to heal in peace. But as you can see, like, it's not Leon's explicit face, you know, it's sort of like a very vague generic image, but you can still recognize it as Leon. I do have a keychain of this that I bring to work with me because, you know, Bite the Bullet, it's a comforting concept, you know, Bite the Bullet, especially since it applies to Leon, which is so ironic because everyone loves Leon's moaning sounds, whether in the actual Resident Evil games or in Dead by Daylight. Leon just has this very soft whimpering that people like. So Bite the Bullet is ironic in that aspect. Another one is Flashbang, because that's what got me into Resident Evil in the first place. Because for those, part of my lore is I used to be a Steve Harrington main on Dead by Daylight. I used to play as Steve. And so in 2021, when they announced that they were going to get rid of the Stranger Things DLC, I went on YouTube to try to like find examples of like what defines a Steve Harrington main on Dead by Daylight. This was before the Steve goal. And so I found a YouTuber named Woohoo My Sim who had these hilarious flashbang plays as Steve, and the flashbang perk belonged to Leon. And so back then, in order to unlock this perk on everyone else, like on all the other survivors, I had to bring Leon up to level 50 before I can unlock it on Steve, which I did. So I played as Leon so many times just to bring him up to level 50, and, you know, unlock the thing as Steve. And I had so many blood point offerings on Leon, and I was like, I might as well use that. And the more I played as Leon, the more, you know, I got attached to him. And then that's what led me to Resident Evil 2 Remake. So the flashbang, you know, I have a thing against gun tattoos on myself. I don't mind knives, because I currently have an arrow tattoo and a sword tattoo. A knife is fine. I'm just iffy about guns. Flashbang is pretty cool too. So that's another possibility. And then, of course, the RPD badge, you know, the map offering, my comfort map. And so it's just a combination of, you know, Dead by Daylight and Resident Evil. I might just go with this, just because it combines my two favorite video games together. But yeah. So yeah, those are my ideas so far. I don't know if I want to get a combination of all three, or if I'm just picking one, you know, just one simple thing. I'm thinking of an ankle placement, you know, like nothing too visible, like on my arms or something. Probably my leg or my ankle. Anthony says a Leon quote. I know Monica jokingly suggested the September 30th, 1998, because I can recite that by heart. But then that's also, I don't know. It's a very particular date, and I was only a year and 9 months old, like by that date. So I know it's a thing, but then it's also representative of the fact that Leon and I can both recall these certain dates where these traumatic events happen in our lives. Anthony says, try using knives next time, better for close encounters. Probably. That can probably work, but probably as a joke tattoo and nothing like serious. Yeah, like get Leon's knife and then that quote right underneath it. I can see it. I see the vision. But, yeah, that's my ideas so far. And like I said, I have like 2 months to think about something that will permanently be on my body for the rest of my life until I die. But yeah. Anyways, I'll call it a night. It's 10:45. I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half now. Thank you all for stopping by, whoever stopped by, whoever's lurking. If you're watching the VOD, thank you. I appreciate you. I may or may not stream on Friday. Part of me wants to play Requiem again, or just any of Leon's Resident Evil games on Friday. But we'll see how I'm feeling. If not, I will see you guys Monday. Dead by Daylight again, the usual. I don't know what else y'all expect from me. I know people want me to play Resident Evil 0, 1, you know, like the other games that I skipped. But I need money first. I need money to afford those. I'm saving up for a tattoo, as you can tell. But yeah, have a good night, guys. Sweet dreams. Don't let that creature from Requiem bite. Bye, everyone.